Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the vlog. So as you guys saw, I just cleaned up the kitchen a little bit this morning and I made myself some coffee from the French press. Also, feel like I should address the elephant in the room. I have a treadmill, which is a funny story, and I will get into that. Pretty much this vlog is going to be a day in my life, how it normally goes when it's more on the chill side. I've been like intensely working on this super long video for this company. It was like taking up all of the storage on my computer and I was stressing out and I had to shoot all this B-roll and I just sent everything over yesterday morning. So all day yesterday I was just on the couch chilling. I made Rice Krispies at night. Like literally, like what is my life right now? I cleaned up my room a little bit. Actually, I cleaned it a lot. Like honestly, I'm really proud of myself. And then I cleaned the kitchen. Since I worked all weekend, I kind of just want to have today as like a focus on myself, take the day off and kind of like update you guys on what my life has been like, because I feel like I haven't been super personal on my YouTube as of lately. I haven't really been sharing my ups and downs, and I don't know, kind of want to change that because I feel like you guys are more into that kind of stuff anyway. So last week was probably one of the worst weeks I've had for my like mental health in the longest time. I definitely like do have my ups and downs when it comes to making YouTube videos, or just when it comes to like my career and my life choices. I definitely have some low points and I kind of second guess what I'm doing, and I kind of like talk down upon myself and tell myself, you're 23 years old, you should be doing this, this, and this. I don't know, I kind of like get in my head a lot and I feel like I'm not doing anything right in my life. I've been doing YouTube videos for, oh my god, since I graduated high school. The algorithm is really, really hard on here, and I'm sure any of you that make YouTube videos yourself know this, that it's really hard to grow and become noticed. But it's really, you know, disheartening seeing how low my views have been getting, especially when you like put your heart into something. You kind of hope that you'll get that same return, and I don't know, at the end of the day I kind of just feel like there's no point in making videos anymore because no one cares to watch them. And I know that's like probably really hard to hear from some of you guys, because I see a lot of the same people commenting, and you know, it really warms my heart because I read every single comment. So seeing the same comments like from the same people like every week really makes me the happiest girl in the world. But it's so sad seeing a channel that used to have like closer to 100,000 views per video go down to 5,000 on a good day. So oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, this is like a really hard conversation for me because I love making YouTube videos, but I feel like if I'm not making a decent income on YouTube, then I really need to find some other source of income and, you know, do something with my life. So those of you that have been following me for a while know that I studied nutrition in college, and when I was graduating, it felt like I had two roads to go down, and at the back of my head, I feel like I chose the wrong road. But it was either move to LA, be a full-time content creator, and try to incorporate nutrition into your job somehow. And then the other road was go the dietetics route, apply to dietetic school, become a registered dietitian, have that security, have that job, and then do YouTube part-time. The main reason why I didn't apply to dietetic school because I didn't think I would get in. It's super competitive, and in my head I was telling myself, you're not gonna get in, don't waste the time, don't put in that effort, don't try to get all your references. So I just took the easy way out and I moved to LA with some friends, and now I've been here for almost 2 years and I just have seen no progress. And I told myself, if your YouTube channel does not grow, if you are not making any progress after a year of being in LA, you need to move out and you need to do something else. And that like contract that I had in my head is coming to an end very soon. My lease ends in July. A part of me really wants to go back to school, which is so crazy to say, but because it's been a few years since I've been out of college, it's been 2, I want to take the DTR exam. A DTR is pretty much a dietetic technician, and they are pretty much like the assistants to registered dietitians. All you need is a degree in nutrition and you need to pass an exam. I can't start that process myself. I actually have to reach out to one of my professors at Cal Poly SLO, like where I went, send them my official transcripts, and then they start that process for me, and then I just need to study for it over the next few weeks, take that exam, and once I have that DTR certification on my resume, my chances of getting into a dietetic school go up exponentially. This isn't going to be random. I actually hopped on a call with her 2 weeks ago and she talked me through the whole process, and she was giving me so much great advice, and she was giving me some guidance on what I could do. She said I could email her whenever if I decided to take that DTR route. My plan, and this is gonna sound so freaking crazy, or maybe not, I don't know. I want to send her my transcript, study for that DTR exam, and hopefully become a dietetic technician in the next month or two, and then work as a technician until it's time to apply to dietetic schools. And that's not gonna be until February of next year. So I have a lot of time to get that experience, grow connections with people in the nutrition world, and get those references. So hopefully when it comes to applying to schools, my resume and my application just look so top notch. Should I do something else? I really don't vlog at all, so I don't know if I'm doing this right. Literally these past few months, I have been in my first relationship ever. I am 23 and I literally got my first boyfriend a few months ago, like almost 6 months ago. Any of you out there are in your 20s, have never had a boyfriend before or a girlfriend, whatever, just know that we're all in the same boat. Even like being in my first relationship right now, I still feel super late to the game and I'm still learning a lot of new things. And one of those specifically is balancing hanging out with him and hanging out with my friends. And this just literally brings me back to high school. One of my best friends, she got a boyfriend, and I remember her and I like bickered a lot. You know, we really just butt heads because I would tell her, you're not hanging out with us anymore, you really dropped us because you're hanging out with this guy. And you know, she would get mad at me because she's like, he's my boyfriend, I want to hang out with him. And looking back, I'm like, oh my god, I was so dramatic. I am in her position right now because now I have the boyfriend, and now my friends are telling me, Amanda, you do not hang out with us at all anymore. And that makes me feel like a terrible friend. I felt really alone. I would cry myself at night. I remember there was this one night, my boyfriend didn't spend the night, he usually does, and I was crying so much and it was like really hard for me to breathe. I was trying to go to bed, but like there were literally just tears coming everywhere. So I ended up texting one of my roommates who was just like in the living room chilling, watching TV. It was late at night, it was like 11 p.m. and I just texted her like, hey girl, can you come into my room? That was like a lot for me because even though she's like my best friend, I felt so disconnected from her, so it felt really random to reach out for help. But as soon as she came into my room, I was telling her, oh my god, I feel like such a loser because I'm making YouTube videos and they're not getting views, and I have a degree and I'm not even using it. And she was like, what the heck, you're like the coolest one here. Like, why do you feel like a loser? Like, she just like made me laugh so hard and literally just boosted my mood like crazy. After that whole situation, I did talk with my roommates and they like reassured me that they love me and they just miss me. So I talked with my boyfriend and we just decided we're going to be hanging out, you know, a lot less than what we usually do. I feel like when you first start dating someone, you want to hang out with them every day, and it's kind of hard to like control yourself and tell yourself, okay, he'll be there. Focus on the other people around you. So last night I made some Rice Krispie treats and I caught up with one of my like really close friends from back home. We talked for like an hour about like really random stuff. I'm really hoping to just incorporate that kind of thing every week. Just catch up with at least one friend a week and just see how they're doing and let them know that you're thinking about them. This week, I'm feeling so much better mentally. For instance, this like treadmill right here. Last week when I was like talking so down upon myself, I was getting in my head thinking like I gained more weight. I told myself, hey, you need to realize you got into a relationship and relationship weight is such a real thing. And if you feel inactive, if you feel like you're gaining weight, do something about it. So I went on OfferUp and there are so many treadmills on there, and I found this one that literally has a desk on there. So I just bought a treadmill to like walk more throughout the day because I live in downtown LA and I don't want to like walk around downtown because it just seems unsafe to me. I don't live in a bad area, but I just don't want to walk through all these crosswalks and stuff. So to me, I would much rather have my treadmill in my room and then have like a movie playing while I'm walking. So temporarily it's in my bedroom and it's now one of my furniture items in here. That is the update with everything. I feel like I haven't talked like this in so long. Like, I genuinely feel like I'm talking to a friend right now. I also just want to mention that the things that I'm talking about, I'm hoping you guys don't think that I'm taking the things I have in life for granted. Like, I'm really blessed that I was able to call YouTube a job for so many years and I was able to pay off tuition with my YouTube money. Like, that's freaking crazy. I'm like lucky I have friends that like care about me and I have a boyfriend that like loves me. Like, I know I'm lucky, but it's really hard for me to enjoy the things I have in life, and I don't know why. It's a pretty rocky relationship I have with myself. I'm just constantly battling these inner thoughts. Also, I just realized I had this black smudge on my face the entire time I was talking. I just know it's gonna bother me so much when I'm editing, but hopefully that didn't bother you. But oh my god, that's so annoying. But yeah, I don't think I've ever showed you guys my room. I actually do want to make some changes to my room because I've been really into like watching interior design videos on YouTube, and I really want to replace these colorful photos with like black and white pictures that I taken myself, and I just think it'll make the room look like a lot more classy. And I'm thinking about changing this to something that's like more on the creamier, like neutral side, so it kind of goes with the pillows more. I don't know, what do you guys think? At the same time, I do love color, but I also really love neutral, so I don't really know what to do.
I'm eating an orange. I didn't film this, but I ended up having some leftovers of like this HelloFresh meal I made last night. This isn't sponsored or anything. I just have recently lost my interest in cooking, which is really, really sad because I used to love cooking a lot, like to the point where I genuinely thought that I was going to be a chef. I wanted to go to culinary school. For some reason recently, like cooking seems like such a chore, and I just didn't want to do it at all. Especially last week, I was like microwaving so many meals, ordering out a ton, which is not me at all. And I decided to do a meal delivery service, which is something I've never done myself. My last Fabletics order I decided to cancel, that's another story, but I got my Fabletics order and they sent me a HelloFresh coupon in there. It was like a pretty good deal. It was like $30 for your first week. I just decided to, you know, jump on that offer. And as soon as the order went through, I realized that their veggie plan is vegetarian. It's not vegan. So all of the meals have dairy in it, which is so freaking disappointing. So as soon as I made the order, I canceled it because it was like 5 weeks of meals or something, or 4 weeks. Like I already paid for it. So I still had those 3 meals that I paid for. I made this risotto last night with some vegetables. It was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like phenomenal. Like it came with Parmesan cheese, and I just excluded that when making the whole recipe. Yeah, I'm just really hoping that it kind of motivates me to actually cook more because I do miss cooking. I'm doing my makeup right now because I do have some errands that I want to run. Nothing too crazy. Like I want to go to the post office because there's this one like manga that I bought for my sister because she loves anime, and there's this really cool bookstore in LA called The Last Bookstore. It's like really funky in there, and I think it's the largest bookstore in California, so it's definitely a sight to see if you're like not from LA and you're visiting. But yeah, they have this like whole like anime like comic book section, which I think is so cool. So I got this manga for her. Have never heard of it. I literally just got it because I thought it looked cool, and I have had it in my room for weeks. Like I just have been too lazy to go to the post office and mail it to her. This week is the week, and I'm gonna do it. I also have to buy dish soap because we ran out this morning, so I need to get that for the apartment. I love watching videos that I feel like I'm learning from. So there's this one YouTuber that I've mentioned on my channel before. His name's like Ali Abdal. I just love watching his videos because he's just so intelligent and well-spoken, and every time I watch his videos I feel like I'm learning something. And he recently posted a video, and I just cannot stress enough how relatable that video was to me in my current position, because he was talking about how, you know, he left medicine temporarily because he wanted to figure out what he wanted to do with his life. I think he like had a 1-year break, and in that 1-year break he was doing like pretty much YouTube full-time and like working on other projects like writing a book and all this other stuff. Like even though his channel is like doing very well, he doesn't want to be a full-time YouTuber. He wants to do medicine part-time and be a YouTuber part-time, and that is literally what I'm feeling right now. So yeah, ideally I would want to have a regular 9-to-5 job and on the side still be doing YouTube videos. And that's what he pretty much mentioned in that video, which is so ironic. If you are thinking about doing something with your life, test it out first for a couple of months and see if you even like it. For me, I tested out being a YouTuber full-time for a 1.5 years, and I realized I didn't like it. So now I have to do my second plan, which is working in dietetics part-time, full-time, seeing if I like that and see how that works out. Because I loved loved doing YouTube part-time when I was a student, and I miss that. I miss like studying, I miss like learning something while also balancing YouTube. But only doing YouTube, I just feel like I could be doing more. Like there are some amazing YouTubers that, you know, really thrive doing this full time, but I just realized I am not that person. Like I need to be doing something else. I genuinely want to know what kind of videos you like to see on this channel, because when I constantly film what I eat in a days or what I eat in a weeks, like I feel like that can be super repetitive. Like I guess the easiest answer is like do what you love, but the thing is I love doing lots of different things, so I'm really down to do anything. Like, so I would much rather just hear what you guys want to see. What city do you think is so cool but is very, very underrated? Because dietetic schools are all over the country and most people apply to the ones that are in LA, San Diego, San Francisco, New York, and there are some great ones that are much less competitive in all of these cool cities across the US. I just feel like I should be very open to moving out of California and exploring a different city. So if you guys could pick any city for me to live in and vlog in, what would you guys choose? Because I'd be down to go anywhere. I feel like living in New Orleans could be really fun, or just moving to like Atlanta. I wouldn't move to Florida. I've been there. I can't imagine myself in Florida, so please no Florida cities. I would love to hear, you know, from you guys. Like, where are you guys from? What cities do you love?
All right, so I was thinking if I end up going and actually running errands, it's honestly almost 4 p.m. and I feel like once it's like 5 p.m. I tell myself, okay, I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna relax and chill and stay home. But I haven't done anything really productive today. So I think I should sit down and email my professor, or actually, well, I don't know what to call her. She's not my teacher anymore, but email her my transcripts and tell her that I wanna start the DTR process. I'm so nervous. Once I emailed her, I have to go all in, relearn all of this information, and then hopefully pass the exam, be a DTR for a few months. So this is a big decision to make, but I feel like since I've been thinking about it for a few weeks, I've kind of decided already that I want to do it. So yeah, I'm on my like college portal on one tab. It's gonna cost like $10 to send the transcripts. I have Gmail open on the other one, and I'm just gonna email her. The last time we talked was February 18th. So it's actually been like a month since we last talked. Okay, I'll put, hi, professor. I'm not gonna write professor, I just don't wanna say your name. Thank you again for your advice, and oh my God, I'm writing all in caps. I really appreciate it. No. Thank you again for, no, I wanna change that. Thank you again for the call last month. I really appreciated all the advice you gave pertaining to, no. Oh my God, this is literally me writing a professional email. I just always second guess what I wanna say. Okay, I think I got it. This took literally way too long. Hi professor, thank you again for the call last month. I really appreciated your guidance on applying to a dietetic internship. I reflected on your advice over these last few weeks and decided I want to work as a dietetic technician before applying to an internship. I took the liberty of emailing you my official transcript, but please let me know if you need anything else from me. I think that sounds good. I am going to first send her my transcript and then send the email. Normally I would email, oh my gosh, whoever is texting me needs to stop. Normally I would email the professor and say, hey, I'm actually interested in taking the exam. Can I send you my transcript? But last time that we talked, I asked her if I decided to do it, what do I do? And she told me to just email her my transcript whenever I wanted. So I'm just gonna email it to her now. And for any of you wondering, this isn't just like any random professor that I particularly liked. She used to be the program director for dietetics, and I believe it's now someone else, but she said I could still send it to her. So that's what I'm doing. Does anyone else have like the back 3 numbers of their card memorized? I do that so I don't have to get up every single time to find my credit card when I need to buy something. Is that dangerous? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but saves me time. Okay, there's just one button, submit payment. Oh my God, okay, it's been submitted. Okay, so these literally send instantly. So I'm gonna go ahead and send this email now. I'm gonna read it again because I'm psycho. Hi professor, thank you again for the call last month. I really appreciated your guidance on applying to a dietetic internship. I reflected on your advice over these last few weeks and decided I want to work as a dietetic technician before my internship. I took the liberty of emailing you my official transcript, but please let me know if you need anything else from me. Warm regards, Amanda. Send. Okay, cool. Cool. Peep the Rice Krispie treats we made last night. It's taking up so much room in the fridge, so I'm going to cut these into squares and maybe put it like in a Tupperware or something. It's so funny, like I literally never crave Rice Krispie treats, but I had like so many vegan marshmallows. I went to Trader Joe's and I bought some crisp rice cereal and decided to make these at home. I'm like such a big fan of chocolate, so ideally I would have loved to like drizzle chocolate on top of this, but you know what? It was an unpopular opinion, so we left them plain. A little more chewy than like regular Rice Krispie treats, but not too shabby. The vanilla extract makes this so good. If you guys have ever ordered Asian takeout, they usually put it in like these black containers, and it's so funny because my roommate, she normally like washes them and reuses them, and she got me into doing it, and it's such a smart idea because these are like really convenient containers. It's like a free way to get Tupperware. I mean, you pay for the food, but you get Tupperware in return. It's pretty nice. Oh my god, that's perfect. Look at that. And then I have a little mini one that I could snack on. It's 5 p.m. What to do, what to do? Honestly, the post office is closed, so my sister's gonna have to wait another day. Cool. So I decided I'm going to do this like chickpea sandwich because I want to make something quick. In order to wash dishes, I need to buy dish soap. So I'm going to make food, and I'm gonna leave 1 can of chickpeas, mashed with a fork. I feel like every time I use tahini, it just doesn't taste amazing. You know, ideally I'd want to use vegan mayo, but this is what I have. So we're gonna work with it. Hopefully it works with us. Okay, that's not too shabby. And then we're gonna add like 1 teaspoon of mustard and then 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. All right, let's mix this first and see how it tastes. I know this is like literally such a weird concoction, but we're just gonna go with it. This kind of reminds me of like tuna sandwiches when I was a kid, and I loved tuna sandwiches. All right, so all of my storage used up on my SD card, so I had to like, you know, do some things off camera and then put in a new one. But yeah, basically this is really good. Whoops. This is actually so much better than I thought it was gonna be. So I just did dill, black pepper, salt. Oh no, I did garlic salt, and I did some leftover seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's called Everything But the Leftovers. It's so good. I'm literally running out. Oh god, I don't want to spill it on myself. Okay, well, that is all the mustard I have. Sriracha and mustard on the sandwich. I know this is weird, guys, don't judge me. Then I'm gonna add my tomato on the bottom, my chickpea salad right on top. Now I'm gonna add some greens on the top, and then bam. All right, we got this ginormous chickpea sandwich. Oh my god. Let's give her a try. I don't know if I could finish all of this, but it's definitely yummy. Hey guys, so I just got back from grocery outlet. I ended up not going to Target because the idea of going down to the garage and going to my car and driving there just seemed like so much work. So instead, I walked to grocery outlet and I got a few things that, you know, I didn't know I needed, but I'm definitely glad I grabbed them. So first, the main reason for this trip, I got some dish soap. It was either Dawn soap or this one, and you know, it's in Spanish, so I was like thinking, okay, might as well support. I found vegan feta cheese. How exciting. I've definitely tried Violife before, like some of their other cheeses, and it's really good. And then I picked up their smoked provolone slices too. And then they have like a lot of great vegan options in their freezer section, at least the location near me. And I saw these like Boca burgers. This is their vegan veggie burgers. I've never tried this before. And then also very cool, I saw this monk fruit sweetener. I was really interested in this because I've been using sweetener a lot, and I've heard monk fruit sweetener is a really great replacement to sugar, and I just like want to eat less sugar overall because it doesn't make me feel very good. Oh, also you guys saw I ran out of mustard, so I found this Primal Kitchen spicy brown mustard. Yeah, I have some high hopes for this one. And then also very excited, in their refrigerated section they had these oat lattes, and they had 3 different flavors. They had a cacao, flash brew, and a matcha one. So I ended up picking up the flash brew and the cacao just to see how they tasted. So I'm just really excited. I feel like this will be an easy way to drink coffee if I ever feel like not making it. And yeah, they were only 99 cents each. And then lastly, I picked up some bubbly. These are so good. I haven't purchased it in a while, and I really love the strawberry. I want to thank you guys for joining me today and hearing my rant about life, about my career and YouTube. So I'm going to end today's vlog. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. And if you want to follow me on any of my social media, I'll have that all down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!